All right, I believe we should be live. If you are with us in Facebook, please leave a comment below or in the comment section so we can see that you're here. Let us know, say hello, and let us know from where you're joining. We're going to hang out for a couple of minutes. I'm joined here by Wesley from the team. So we're going to hang out and give everyone a chance to make their way over to the Facebook event and get ready for today's webinar. So let me just make sure that I pin this to the top of the Facebook event. Great, I see it over there. Awesome. So it looks like there's 67, 71. All right, people are making their way in. Great. Again, let us know from where you're joining in the comments below.
Oregon, Florida, Arizona, Puerto Rico.
Nice.
All right, awesome.
Here we go. Here we go. Now the comments are rolling in. Great. All right, let me flip on the old screen share here so we can check out
New Mexico.
Yeah, this is what we want. Cool. There we go. Awesome. All right. So we're set up. So we're going to hang out for just a couple of minutes, give everyone a chance to get over there to the Facebook event. I went to Scotland one time and I saw 4 different weather things in one day. It was sunny, rainy, cloudy, then it was foggy, then it started snowing, and then it was sunny again. So if it's sunny over there, enjoy it.
We just saw Berlin.
Someone's at Disneyland. Are you joining like from the coaster? That would be impressive. Berlin, Detroit. That sounds like Missouri.
San Francisco, Rhode Island.
Australia. Wow. All right. Okay. India. Whoa, there's a place I've never heard of before. Cappadocia. Did I pronounce that right? San Antonio. Chattanooga. All right, cool.
See that? Chase, Philly.
Philly. All right. Go Birds.
PSO.
Go Birds. Let me just check and see what the count is currently at. Looks like it's still climbing rapidly, so we should continue to hang out for a couple more minutes just to give everyone a chance to get here.
Turkey.
Turkey, nice. All right. We are definitely intercontinental for today's webinar. Let's see, what do we got going on over here?
I like the parts unknown.
Parts unknown. Awesome. Another one from Scotland, outside the lobby, Texas. All right, cool. All right, so we're 3 minutes past the hour. We should probably get started. This is the home of Elvis's birthplace. Nice. Cool. Well, thank you so much, everybody, for joining us today. We're going to have a bit of a party here today as we reveal the details of this year's LevelUp Summit. This is our big event. So throughout the year, we do several high-level events, and this is the big one. This is where we all come together. Not only do we learn, but we network and we party for sure. And if you were there last year, you know that it was a heck of a time. So let's get started. And the first thing that we're gonna talk about is a giveaway. Wesley, what do we have in store for them today?
So it's important you stay to the very end because we are going to give away 2 free all access tickets to the summit. So just make sure you stay on for that. We're also going to give away some swag that you can claim at the summit. So that'll be pretty exciting. So make sure you stay on for that. There will be a time period. So somewhere we'll do a live drawing here on the show where we'll spin a wheel. We'll pick the winner. We will close it. So make sure if you have the opportunity now, jump over there and enter for the chance to be picked on the spin wheel here in a little bit. So halfway through, go ahead.
You can scan from your phone the QR to enter, or if you're on your computer, just head to levelup.gohighlevel.com/giveaway to enter this raffle. So we are going to raffle these 2 tickets off at the end of the webinar today. but we will cut off the list about halfway through today's webinar. So make sure you fill out the form as soon as you can to enter to win one of those 2 tickets. Any limit to how many times? 1 entry per person, and we will find out who those winners are in just a bit. So let's hop into it. Here is, if you weren't there last year, we wanted to give you a little bit of a glimpse as to what went down in Dallas. And so let me go ahead and hit play on this. And I believe we should have the sound. So if you can't hear it, let us know. But here's a glimpse of what went down last year. Awesome. So if you were with us last year, let us know in the comments. Let everyone know what a good time it was. Literally everything you could imagine, including dancing, glowing neon robots. The robots were the best. I was blown away. The robots were like 10 feet tall. So if you were there, you know, and let us know in the comments what a good time you had. This year is going to be bigger and better. All right, one more reminder. We are doing that giveaway. If you haven't scanned and entered yet, enter now. We're going to raffle off 2 tickets at the end of today's webinar. So go ahead and scan. Make sure you enter. It is going to get cut off in about 15 minutes, and we will reveal the winners at the end. All right, so on today's webinar, here's what we're going to cover. We are going to basically go over the details of this year's summit. We're going to have 30, maybe even 1 or 2 more than 30 world-class speakers and over 800 high levelers from around the world. Last year we were somewhere around 500, right, Wesley? So
it's big jump up. Larger, yes. And what's really cool, one of the sessions, I'm sorry about, let me jump in here. One of the exciting sessions is the roadmap reveal, which is a really cool opportunity where the co-founders go through everything that's going to be on the roadmap for the next year. So it's a great opportunity to see what is going to be coming down the pipe. So it's just a cool opportunity to get that first pass at everything that's rolling out.
Totally. The roadmap is amazing. It's almost like our sort of Apple event. The energy in the room is incredible. We get to see what's coming down the pipe. We got tons of incredible speakers. We have the award ceremony that we're going to talk about a little bit. And again, the whole thing is one big networking party. So we'll talk a little bit more about that as well. Someone just said it changed my whole business. That's amazing. Oh, I wish we had your face, but thanks for the comment. All right, next up. Here are a couple of testimonials. Again, me, the folks that were there last year were absolutely blown away. We saw so much incredible feedback, including an incredible review by a guy who goes, and that's like what he does. He reviews events like these, and he was absolutely flabbergasted. He actually said he went into it hoping that he would get to trash us, and he had to admit that it was the best event he had ever been to. So it's definitely going to be a good time. This year, we have a very special theme, and that is our 5-year birthday. It's the 5-year anniversary of HighLevel. So we just turned 5, and so the marketing team put together a cool brand to celebrate the anniversary. So when you're there this year, make sure that you wish the HighLevel team that you see a happy 5-year anniversary, 5-year birthday. Can you believe it's been 5 years already? We're absolutely just blown away by everything that we've accomplished with you all over these last 5 years. So with that comes new swag. As if you've been to any of our events, you know we always have the swag store. So you'd be able to pick up HighLevel gear, LevelUp Summit gear, SaaSpreneur gear, and this year you could pick up some 5-year anniversary swag as well. There's usually kid swag in there. There's probably even going to be some baby swag. So we've got you covered for high levelers of all ages. So come prepared. And Wesley, we're going to give away some swag too, right?
We are going to give away some swag. And also, real fast before I talk about that, I want to point out a couple of cool pieces on here. One is obviously that 5-year, but also that SaaSpreneur. We had our SaaSpreneur event in February and then another one in June. And there was a lot of interest and requests for that. So we're going to make sure we have a lot of SaaSpreneur swag in the store that we'll set up. But also, not only are we going to be giving away 2 free tickets at the end, but we're also going to give away 3 individuals are going to win swag. So they'll be able to go to the swag store, look over everything that we have, and they'll be able to pick out some swag while they're there. So make sure that you go to the URL here and enter in, because we'll do that. We'll close it here shortly, and then we'll give away the items at the end. So yeah, it'll be awesome.
Let's talk about the venue. I feel like a big part of why the event was so cool last year was the venue, and we're having it again at the same venue. It's called the Statler, and it's right in downtown Dallas. I think it's got a lot of history, Wesley, right? This is a pretty famous hotel in the area, right?
Oh yeah, the one thing though, I like to call it the HighLevel hotel, right? Because whenever we're there, we take over the whole hotel, the entire hotel. From the minute you walk in, everything becomes HighLevel. So it's a cool hotel. Obviously, you have the cars out front. There's a lot of history to the hotel within the town itself, but also the hotel is a very unique venue. It's probably the only one that I know that has bowling lanes inside the hotel. So
in the bar is my favorite part. So there's this cool restaurant bar. As Wesley mentioned, it's got a bowling alley. It's got some video games in there. And so we spend a lot of time networking and stuff down in that bar. And then there's also the rooftop.
The rooftop bar is awesome.
Yeah.
That is cool, especially as it gets dark and the lights come on in the city. It's really cool.
Totally. And so we'll definitely have some events up there on the roof. You can see in the pictures, it's a really cool venue. And if anybody was there last year, I think some people are letting us know in the comments how cool the venue was. The food is amazing, right? So pretty much, especially if you get a VIP ticket, which we'll talk about in a minute, you'll get access to food for all the meals. And it's incredible. So as you'll see in the comment, yeah, people that were there, let us know. Let everyone else know how cool the venue is and how good that food was. The rooms are also very awesome. But let's talk about this. So we do take over the entire hotel, Wesley, right?
Oh yes, it's not a 1,000-room hotel, so it's a unique hotel all on its own. So we do have a rather large contingent of the hotel reserved, so there is limited spacing. So we are almost sold out. The room block is almost sold out. So part of the process is once you get your ticket, you will end up getting a link with a specific code that allows you to get one of the blocked rooms. So if you've been waiting to get a ticket, you want to make sure there are other hotels in close proximity. However, you want to be at the HighLevel hotel. At the Statler. You want to be there because of everything that goes on there. Obviously, it's our 5th year. We take over the hotel. The venue is amazing. So you want to make sure you do get a ticket while there are still rooms at the hotel.
Yeah. Yeah. And as you pointed out, there are definitely awesome options all around the venue within a couple of blocks walking, no problem. But there's nothing like being a part of the experience and being in the hotel with everyone. So just to reiterate, when you buy your ticket, you will get a code from us for access to a special rate at the hotel. So you'll get a better rate than if you went directly. And again, the rooms are running out fast. They're definitely going to sell out before the tickets sell out. So if you don't have your ticket, hopefully you'll get it today so that you can lock in at the hotel. Just a quick note about airports. I didn't know this when I first started going up to the headquarters in Dallas. There are actually 2 airports, right? So I usually fly into Dallas Fort Worth, which is the big international one. It's really easy to get in and out of, and it's only like 45 minutes away from the venue. But there's also this one called Dallas Love Field, which, Wesley, it's like 10 or 15 minutes from the venue, right?
It's really close. I live here in Dallas, and it's really close. If you're able to fly into Love Field, it makes it really easy to Uber over to the hotel. So if you're able to fly there, that's the perfect hotel. Dallas DFW Airport, the main international airport. You can fly in from anywhere in the world, land there. It's still not far. It's maybe 30 minutes to get there. It's just a much larger airport. So either airport will work. But if you can fly into Love Field, that makes it a lot easier.
And then just some recommended times. You do want to get there by 2 p.m. on the 23rd so that you don't miss any of the events. And you don't want to leave until after 3 on the 26th, again, so that you don't cut the experience short. So just make note of those dates and times. And let's talk about the agenda.
Yeah.
Day 1, we kick it off at noon. So check-in opens up, registration. We have a VIP happy hour and a VIP welcome party. Again, can't recommend highly enough to get yourself a VIP ticket. Those were, I don't know how many are left, but they will definitely.
Yeah.
Okay. Those are going to sell out pretty quickly. But if you had.
And that's not an inflated, we do have capacity constraints, right? Because it is VIP party. So there's only so many people you can get inside specific rooms where we're hosting these. So, that is one of those things where you want to make sure if you want the VIP experience, you want the meals and the open bars and so forth, that is certainly something you want to make sure you jump on while there are some of those tickets still available.
For sure. And if you had VIP last year, let everyone know in the chats how much you enjoyed that experience. And again, if you can grab one, I can't recommend highly enough that you do it, because you get incredible meals, you get drinks, you get access to some cool parties. So day 2, we open registration bright and early. So don't go too hard when on night number 1. The exhibitor hall opens at 8, and we're going to talk about our exhibitors more in a couple of minutes. But that's a really cool opportunity to meet folks in the community who have created products and services to support you all. So again, we'll check out some of the exhibitors in a minute. But our sessions kick off at 9. And so we rock all day with the speakers that we're going to introduce you to in a couple of minutes. And then from 4:30 to 5, we have networking sessions where you get to hang out in a couple of cool areas of the hotel, get a drink, meet people before the VIP dinner starts. So again, if you got a VIP ticket, you get access to the lunches and the dinners. And then we head into the now legendary Neon Night. So that party starts at 8 to 11. If you were there before, let us know in the comments. It is incredible, right? The whole room is blacked out and lit up with neon lights. Everyone is glowing. There's, we all have fluorescent markers, and there's contests and dancing robots and all that kind of stuff, including neon ping pong tables, which I think was my favorite part of it. And so if you're ready to,
you don't really see that, right?
Yeah. If you're ready to get your butt kicked in ping pong, come find me. Yeah, it was definitely blacked out. It was amazing. So that'll be the party night 1. And then day 2 is the VIP night party, or the neon party. Day 3 kicks off again, bright and early. Sessions start at 9. We go all day again. We do networking again. There's another VIP dinner. And then Wesley, on day 3, we're doing something completely different this year that we're going to keep a surprise.
It is a surprise, but we will give a few little teasers about it here in a few minutes. But it is going to be unmatched experience. It will be epic. So we're really, really excited about this surprise event. And
I think
we'll give you some clues here in a few minutes.
I was going to say, I think the team put a few Easter eggs into one of the slides that's coming up. So if you pay attention, you'll get some clues as to what the surprise event's going to be. Day 4, again, the VIPs get early breakfast, and then we kick our sessions off at 9. We end a little bit earlier on that last day, but we do finish with a very fun and celebratory session there that we'll talk about in a little bit. So that's the agenda. Again, before we proceed, this is going to be the last call for the giveaway. So again, we're going to raffle off 2 tickets at the end of this webinar as a thank you for hanging out. But this is the last call. So if you haven't entered for that giveaway, go ahead and scan that.
They also will have the opportunity to do swag. The way that's going to work is that at the end of this, we'll give away the 2 tickets. 2 individuals will win a ticket to the event in October, but we'll also we'll have another giveaway on Monday for the swag. So we'll have a couple of different things. We'll provide a little bit more details on that as we get in here. So there's a few prizes we're giving away. So make sure you get your entry in.
Great. All right. So without further ado, let's talk about who are going to be your speakers at this year's LevelUp Summit. First off, we're going to start with the panels. Panel number 1 is going to be the SaaS panel hosted by Paulson Thomas. Many of you know Paulson from the community. This is going to be an incredible panel because the speakers on this panel collectively have hundreds of SaaS mode clients. So they are literally in it right now, racking up recurring revenue. They're all doing it in different ways, and they're going to share how they're doing it. And so, Wesley, I'm super excited about this one. We just got an incredible statistic yesterday. SaaS mode, SaaSpreneurs collectively have crossed the threshold and are now generating over $1 million a day.
Amazing.
Every day, SaaSpreneurs are making more than $1 million processing through their Stripe accounts. And these are some of the top SaaSpreneurs in the game. And so again, Paulson is going to get them to share the tips, the tricks, the methods, and the strategies that they're using to do that. And so this is going to be an incredible panel.
Yeah, and what's interesting with this, some people are they may have a very successful agency and so forth, but they may be relatively new in their SaaS journey, right? So they're just starting the SaaS process. If you look at the collection of speakers, whether they're new and they're looking to get their first few, maybe it's an agency converting over to SaaS, or if they already up and running and they're looking for how to scale, this group of speakers really can cover anywhere on that gamut. So I think I'm really excited about the panel that we'll have on SaaS, because regardless of where someone is, there's someone that can speak to them on making that journey, taking that step.
No doubt. And if you are not in SaaS mode yet, but you want to get going, I don't miss this panel, right? This is going to be where they're going to share sort of the info that you need to jumpstart your journey there in SaaS mode. The next panel I'll actually be hosting, and this is our agency panel. So this is sort of the traditional agency world, right? If any of you know my background, I come from the traditional agency space. So we'll be talking about what's latest and greatest in that world, right? SEO, websites, PPC, social media for sure. Stephanie's killing it in the social media game. Justin is a PPC expert. And then even things like JC, Height, they have franchised the agency model. So some really cool insights we're going to get from all aspects of the agency world, as well as, I think we'll talk about the pivot, the transition of how traditional agency plays with SaaS, right?
Yeah, and I think that's a lot of agencies are trying to figure out how to bolt on the SaaS component, right? So there's some cross-pollination between the 2 different panels, but I think if you're more on that agency traditional side, I think you'll really find this session interesting and informative, especially with the host of this one.
And someone asked where we can see the panels. So the panels are in the main stage, in the main theater, in the big room there. And so you won't miss it. We'll have the agendas posted all over the hotel. Like Wesley said, we literally take over the hotel. So it'll be hard to get lost or miss what you're trying to watch.
And now that we're revealing all of the speakers, we will end up having all this added to the website. So you'll be able to see it there as well.
Good point. Good point. You can head to summit.HighLevel.com after this. Well, give us a little bit of time, but we'll have it updated with all the speakers now that we're announcing them. The third panel is the affiliate panel. So this one is very powerful, especially if you haven't got it started as an affiliate. Hopefully you all know HighLevel has an industry leading affiliate program. We pay 40% recurring commission for anyone that you introduce to HighLevel through your link. And as of today, we have paid out almost $34 million to our affiliates. And so just last month, we paid 1.9 million out to 2,600 some affiliates. So if you haven't gotten started, you definitely want to attend this panel. You're going to hear from people that are at the top of the game. You're also going to hear from some of the up and comers, and they're going to share the tips and strategies that they've used to grow as an affiliate. And so,
I think that's what you'll see here. Some are relatively new to the HighLevel affiliate program, but they're going to talk what they have been able to do to come on relatively new and make a significant impact and create this recurring passive income through the program. So whether you're new or you're currently up and running, I think you'll find a lot of value in this session.
100%. And this one's going to be hosted by Kelsey. She's the manager of our affiliate program. So it's definitely going to be an amazing panel. And again, you're going to hear them talk about how the affiliate commission has changed their lives, right? Once that starts rolling in, it's really a game changer. And so if you're not an active affiliate, I would definitely suggest that you attend that panel, because you'll probably leave pretty motivated to get started. We'll also talk about the cars that we give away in a little bit when we talk about the awards, but hopefully you know that as a part of the affiliate program, not only do you get paid, but once you hit a certain level, you actually get the electric car of your choice. And again, we'll talk about a little bit more about that in a minute. So next, let's talk about the breakout session. So I love the format of this because, Wesley, I don't know if you've ever been to a conference before where it's just a linear agenda and you often end up kind of sitting through panels that aren't really, not really directly related to what you're trying to do, right? And so the breakout sessions are great because there are multiple speakers happening at the same time, and you get to look at all the topics and decide which one makes the most sense for you, and then go attend that breakout session.
Yeah, the choose your flavor.
Mm-hmm. So let's meet our first batch of breakout speakers. Oh no, I went backwards. Our first batch of breakout speakers is full of some heavy hitters. Kenya is at the cutting edge of TikTok, right? TikTok has put a massive dent in the marketing world. And so she's sort of at the forefront of that. And she's going to talk a lot about what works and how to sort of, I don't want to say game TikTok, but really accelerate in that world. John is sort of a larger than life character. He is from down under, I believe, Australia. Hopefully he's not from New Zealand and I didn't screw that up. But John is a world-class salesman and sales coach. I've literally seen people leave his session and come back an hour later showing new revenue flowing through their Stripe account based on what he taught from the stage. So I know he's going to bring the thunder. Kristen Rushman is an incredible asset to the community. I'm sure some of you have interacted with her when you needed help with email and email deliverability. She is the premier email nerd. And so she's definitely going to be dropping insights on making sure you're getting to the inbox. Gustinson is new to the HighLevel community. He was a big name from the ClickFunnels funnel builder world. And so he joined the team earlier this year, and we were so excited to have him because he just crushes it with landing page, website design. And he's actually been working with the team really closely. As you've seen, we rolled out the new builder, and there's tons of new elements coming in. And he's been a really a great resource for us to draw upon for improving that side of the fence or that side of the product. Troy Dean is from Agency Mavericks. We've done, I think, a few spotlight sessions with him. Really cool guy who sort of mastered the game. And so, you can go listen to those spotlight sessions, but be warned, you'll probably leave pretty jealous. I think he only works 3 or 4 days a week, and he's definitely not putting in 8-hour days because he's systematized the whole thing to a point where he gets to spend a lot of his time doing what he wants outside of work. So I'm sure he'll be sharing some of that from the stage there. And then Molly is another big player in the social media world, but she's also got gone pretty deep in a new direction, right, Wesley?
Oh yes, I think what's fascinating with some of the stuff she's done recently is all around AI, and so I'm really excited for her session because of the AI elements that she's using in her business today on a regular basis to be able to put out content, social, web, blogs, and so forth. She's got some really fascinating, uh, you know, content methods that she's using AI to use to roll out. So I'm really excited about her session because of the AI element.
Nice. All right, our next batch of breakout speakers, again, more heavy hitters. Nicholas Kuzmich, we recently did a spotlight with him. He makes one of the boldest claims in the game, which is that they get the highest ROI in the industry. And so I would definitely check that out. But he does amazing things with high ticket and the way that they're able to leverage ads. Another ad expert is Allie Bloyd. If you've been in the community for a while, you've probably seen Allie in her content. She speaks on a lot of stages. She specifically talks a lot about using HighLevel in conjunction with Facebook ads and how to really produce some incredible ROI there. Adrian is an amazing character. This guy is actually an ex-professional hip hop dancer who used to tour with T-Pain. And I think in 2011, he started a program to teach people how to do the robot, which ended up growing to be the #1 place people learned to dance the robot and pop and lock style of dancing. So, Wesley, I can't wait to see him teach you on stage and for you to show off
You'll need to wait a long time for that one.
your robot moves. But he's taken all of that and sort of packaged it up into the marketing world. And he's gone viral on TikTok a bunch of times. So he's going to share the secrets of sort of how he's taken all of that and transitioned it into a world of social media. Karen Height is really an up and comer when it comes to speaking and events. She is the wife of JC Height, who we mentioned earlier. Together, they are growing the Height brand. And so they are like tearing up the fortune. They're currently ranked, I think, 868 on the Inc. 5000. And she is super passionate about not just the business side of things, but the people side of the business. And so they've grown a huge organization in the US, but also in Nicaragua. And they've done incredible things for that country, the children of that country, the educational system of it. So I'm really excited for her to hear her talk about sort of the people side of the business and how they've been able to grow so fast and build such an amazing culture. Next up is a very special guest from a little company that you may have heard of called Meta. Albert is from the Meta team, and he's going to be joining us. Meta, formerly known as Facebook, right? And Wesley, we've gotten to hang out with Albert a few times recently, and so I'm super pumped to hear him and what he's going to talk about.
Yeah, and we have a unique relationship, and we work really closely with Meta. And what I'm excited about Albert and them coming to talk about how there's a lot that you can do with Facebook to generate leads, not only for your own business, but also for your customers. And that's one of the things that he's going to be talking about is through how we work together and integrate, whether it be with WhatsApp or that's in the works, or whether it be leads and so forth, how you can use those to generate leads for your own business, but also leads for your customers. So that's a really, really great session. I'm really excited to have Meta there. And then I'll just kind of roll right in here to Kimberly from Stripe will also be there. So we're going to have Meta and Stripe. Stripe will be there talking about really demystifying payments, right? What does this really mean? There's a lot of questions around the digital payments, but specifically around like chargebacks and how do you handle those in a digital world. So I'm really excited to have both Meta and Stripe as part of our breakout sessions. And I think anyone that has an interest either in leads or trying to figure out payments and what happens there, I know there's always a lot of questions around chargebacks and so forth. So I'm really excited about both of these sessions. I think these are great breakout sessions for pretty much anybody who's attending.
Yeah, and I see some people spazzing in the comments about, oh no, I need to clone myself. How am I going to attend them all? There'll be recordings. We'll be able to get access to those after the event. But also, Albert told us at one point, he can't wait to just meet you all, right? So they're going to be there not just to speak, but they're going to be there networking and things like that. And so you guys will have a chance to meet and chat with folks from some of the biggest companies in the world. And yeah, we'll probably have a couple of surprises maybe rolling out at the event around some of those products like Meta and Stripe. All right, so let's move on to our keynote speakers. And as many of you can probably guess, we are definitely bringing back our opening keynote speaker, Mr. Billy Jean Shaw, who probably doesn't need much of an introduction at this point. He is a master of the stage, and I was just absolutely blown away by his keynote last year, right? I felt like we laughed, we cried, we were out of our seats filming videos. And this year, it's going to be completely different, right? So Billy, like Molly, has gone really deep with AI. They're using AI and HighLevel in some really unique ways. And so,
and you'll actually, we'll play a video here in a minute, and you'll see Billy is really big into AI, not only in voice, but also in images. And you'll kind of get a little flavor of it shortly.
Yeah, you're not going to want to miss the opening keynote, that's for sure, because Billy brings the thunder. Next up, we have Mr. Perry Belcher. So Perry is a legend, right? He's an SEO and internet marketing expert. He's had and sold a bunch of businesses. He also co-founded Digital Marketer with Ryan Deiss, right? Which grew to be the largest digital marketing training company in the world. And the two of them also created Traffic and Conversions, which is probably the most famous event in our industry, right? We attend it every year. Wesley, I don't know how long you've been going to that, but that's always a blast. And so I'm super excited to have Perry on the stage.
Yeah, and what some people might not know is if you've ever heard of the Belcher button, the add to cart button is something that, because he's real big on, testing and refining and just making each visitor the optimized flow for each visitor. And so obviously, if you've ever heard of the Belcher button, Perry Belcher, the inventor of that. So awesome speaker to have with us.
I'm seeing some cool comments here. One said he's the godfather of digital marketing. Another said his email list is 12 million. So that probably puts him in contention for the largest email list on the planet. All right, let's meet our next keynote speaker, which is Kathy Olson. She has been beautifying brands and designing experiences of digital delight for over 20 years, working with multi-billion-dollar brands like Costco, Best Buy, and Disney. Kathy is the co-founder of and SaaSpreneur of the widely popular brand Funnel Gorgeous, alongside Julie Chanel, who a lot of you probably already know from the community. So Kathy is going to be talking about the secrets to standing out and finding your people as a high-level provider, which again, I love because, we're not just bringing in speakers that get paid to speak. These are folks that are literally using HighLevel every day, and they're going to teach you about how they're doing that.
Well, and I think if you look at whether it be the panelists, the breakout sessions, the keynotes, these are doers, right? So it's a situation where they're really bringing their expertise from doing it that I think will make a significant impact. And not to disclose their numbers, but I think if you look at what Kathy and team, what they've done over there at their SaaS in just a few short years, it's really mind blowing. So to be able to have them come and have Kathy share what, finding their people to build their business, I think that's just been phenomenal. So I think it's an awesome session that she'll lead there.
Yeah, that's going to be a good one for sure. Next up is another character, Mr. Chris Record. So Chris is the founder of Lifepreneur, where members learn how to automate their income online and focus on creating passive income. You may recognize Chris from some of his viral entrepreneur music videos and tutorial videos on his YouTube channel. And I think the word on the street, Wesley, is that we're probably going to get a little surprise from Chris as well, right?
We may get a little something special, so we'll see.
That's going to be one that you're probably going to want to not miss as well. After Chris, we have another OG legendary speaker that probably does not need much of an introduction, Mr. Frank Kern. If you were with us last year, you know that Frank sort of brought the house down as in the fashion that only he can pull off. He's, literally many of today's gurus are literally built on the work of Frank Kern, right? And so Doug said he kills me. Absolutely. I think that reflects all of us in the audience. You're not going to want to miss Frank's session. You got Frank to leave his house again. We did. We were lucky enough that he wanted to come back. And so you're not going to want to miss Frank's talk for sure. Next up is Amy K. Hutchins. So Amy K. is an international award-winning speaker. She's a #1 best-selling author. She's a former executive at a billion-dollar global consumer products company that I'm sure you've heard of. And she has basically mapped the key to success back to communication, which I think is really interesting. And so the topic of her keynote is going to be the power of profitable conversations, which I'm really excited to hear because, a lot of times we hear speakers talk in the macro, and I think she's really going to deliver some micro level advice that you can literally enact as soon as you walk out of that room.
Well, and if you listen to any of her other presentations, her ability, I think the communication is really a key part of it because she's a very gifted communicator, which leads to that education, that teaching part of it. So it's awesome that we'll have her on the high level stage and be able to just teach everybody that communication part of it because that's a key part of the business. Whether it be employees or customers, it's just really going to be a good session.
Yeah, she's no doubt a pro, so she's going to rock the stage for sure. Our next keynote speaker is Mr. Alex Charfen. So Alex is, he's kind of done it all. He's an entrepreneur, author, speaker. But what I think is most important is he's a coach. So he's been on the front lines for about 3 decades of entrepreneurship and business. And he's helped tens of thousands of entrepreneurs through coaching them up to 6, 7, and 8-figure businesses. His keynote is going to be about understanding the entrepreneurial personality type, which I think is probably going to resonate with a lot of us in the community. And specifically, he's going to cover a lot about mindset and identity based on his hands-on experience with Fortune 500 C-suite executive, etc. So he spent a lot of time working and coaching the Fortune 500 folks. So I'm really pumped to hear what he has sort of pulled out of the brains of those types of folks and is going to teach us from the stage.
Well, and you also look at personality type when it comes to scaling, right? And I think it's always important for people to figure out what is their personality type when they're building their business. It's just a key part of the pieces of building their agency and scaling their business. So this, it's awesome to have Alex there.
Yep. I see a couple people in the comments. Yep. He's super smart dude, and he's going to have a lot to teach us. Our final keynote speaker is Cody Sanchez. So Cody is incredible to watch if you followed her on YouTube or her social channels. She describes herself as an investor in small businesses and a constant tinkerer. But I think what has made her most famous is her philosophy around contrarian thinking. So
well, and I was going to say, this leads into the whole idea of a big thing. If you follow her at all, she talks about how boring businesses, simple businesses, how they can be easily acquired or can be acquired. And so I think that's really a key thing with her that she's going to talk about is just that, if you look at your own high level business, the ability to either grow through acquisition or have it positioned for being acquired, just keeping it simple. And that's her whole thing is just simple, boring businesses are the way to go. So it's a awesome session that we'll have with her as well.
Yeah, her session is no doubt going to be incredible and entertaining. I really love, she sort of has like a no BS approach to things. And, it's a constant reminder to not get locked into a trend. She'll really open some minds in the audience for sure. And that's going to be one to watch. Next up, we actually have some words from the speakers themselves for you. So let's check that out.
Over this last decade, everything has changed. Like the stuff that we used to do just doesn't work anymore. So what do you do now? Well, go to the High Level Summit.
Attending the LevelUp Summit last year changed my life.
I am so excited to be speaking at the Go High Level Summit. I think this is going to be an extraordinary event.
It's going to be incredible, probably even better than last year was.
I was able to sit in a room with other people on the same journey with the same dreams and goals.
So the idea is bring your pen and paper, be prepared for some technical shit, because inspiration is for the undisciplined, implementation is for the pros.
My goal in my presentation is to help you understand yourself better, understand how we create momentum as entrepreneurs.
I look forward to meeting you all in October, where we will be talking about how to take the friction out of payments.
Do not miss this event. I'm going to be giving away my exact slides, presentations, best templates, emails, and exact scripts that don't just sell high level, but are the key to acquiring clients too.
AI Billy made an appearance. I saw someone put in a comment, was just working on my business plan so I can be acquired. I love that comment because you're going to hear people talk about how to prep for that. And I actually just heard of another high leveler exiting their white label for, I think, 12 million. So again, there are people out there, growing and exiting their white labels of high level, and you're going to hear and meet some folks that have done that, and will have advice to share along those lines as well.
I'm just proud to read some of the comments. Awesome.
All right. So here's an intermittent reminder that if you don't have your tickets yet, get on it, because they are going to sell out, and the hotel will sell out before the tickets sell out. So definitely you can scan that QR code, or you can head to levelup.gohighlevel.com, lock in your tickets now so that you don't miss out. And again, you want to do it ASAP so that you don't miss out on the hotel, so you can be a part of the experience as well. All right, let's shift gears and talk about our exhibitors. So last year, I was blown away by how cool the exhibitor hall was. So basically, there's the way the hotel is, you kind of bounce between these rooms that are all on the same floor. And as you do that, you kind of circle through the exhibitor hall, and you get to meet folks who have built sort of add-on brands and services and products that complement high level. And I think, we heard from tons of people last year about how psyched they were to hook up with exhibitors that were doing some of the different things that really helped catapult their business. So if you were there last year, I see, let us know in the comments. I see a bunch of people shouting out some of the folks that were there. But this is really a great time to get to know some of the folks that are going to be in the new marketplace. And I'll take this opportunity to sort of tease the marketplace. It's getting very close. But basically, we have this incredible community of developers who are building these add-on products and services for high level. And we're going to start showcasing them in apps so that you can find them easier. But this is the best way to find and meet them. You'll get to sit down, hang out, see what they're doing, learn about these extensions of sort of high level that these super smart folks have created.
And sometimes, Chase, you may hear of a product or hear of a service, hear of a company, but this is an opportunity to talk to them face to face, be able to pull up your laptop. They can pull up their laptop and really talk more three-dimensional than just saying, okay, I don't really understand what's being offered. How is this going to impact my business? This is just a great opportunity to sit there across the table with them and talk to them about what it is they're doing and how it's specifically built or integrated with the high level platform for their business. So it's a really cool opportunity to interact and connect with each one of the exhibitors. As it says here, there's only a few spots left. It is a kind of on a walkway area. So there's not a lot of, we could probably have double the number of exhibitors, but it is a small area. There's only so many. It's limited to the number that can space the number of exhibitors we can have. So there's only a few slots left. If you'd like to be part of the exhibitors, there is, if you go to our main website, you can go there. You'll be able to see on the top, there's a place for you to learn more about on the exhibitor side. LevelUp.gohighlevel.com. There's an exhibitor section where you can request information about being an exhibitor. So love to see you guys there.
Yeah, no, the exhibitors are fantastic. So, you guys probably recognize a lot of the names on the screen, but these folks can help with everything from leads to graphics to tons of add-ons that have been built that literally plug into the platform to finding VAs and stuff, right? Like RepStack can help you find people that are trained on HighLevel to help grow your business. So you definitely want to spend time in the exhibitor hall getting to know these folks, because these are sort of like shortcuts to success, I would say. As Wesley mentioned, we do have, I think, 1 or 2 spots left. So if you are interested in being an exhibitor, go ahead and scan that QR code. Or just reach out to us from the website. Yeah, and we can get you in touch with Austin's team. But again, we do keep it intimate with the exhibitors. And so if you've got a product or service that's relevant to the community and you'd like to get in front of about 800 high levelers, this would be a good opportunity to do so. So go ahead. I'll leave that up for just another couple of seconds there. But again, you can reach out to us and we'll connect you. Next up, we're talking about one of my favorite parts of the whole event, which is the awards ceremony. So last year's was the very first one. And so I'm really excited to see the new winners this year and some new levels of the awards too. We've got my absolute favorite award. I am biased, but I do love the Golden Highly. These are for our affiliates, affiliates who have generated over $1 million. Yep.
Yeah, there's different levels based off of how much you've raised, and we'll get it. You can go on our website and you can obviously look for the affiliate awards, but there's one based off of how much commissions they've raised. So there's bronze, silver, gold. It's just a great way to celebrate the affiliates for their contribution. Obviously, there's a SAS or there's a panel for affiliates, but then we have the individual awards. So excited for that. But make sure if you're an affiliate and you have an interest in being evaluated for winning one of the awards, to go to the site. I'll put that back up here. Go to the site. One of the top navigational links is awards, and you can submit yourself to make sure, if we don't find you ourselves, to make sure that you're that we research you to make sure you qualify for those awards. More details will be coming about this as we get closer, but we just wanted to make sure we did highlight the awards are coming out.
Yeah, these things are legit. They weigh like 10 pounds. The next award is the SaaSpreneur Award. And again, there's going to be levels to this, but this is the big one, right? This is the wall hanger. This thing is a legit award. It's kind of hard to tell from this picture, but it's like layered and sort of 3D, the rocket and stuff. And so, and it's huge. It's like,
it's really heavy.
It's this big. It's really heavy. This thing is legit. And this is based off of SaaSpreneur success. So for all of you out there who are killing it as SaaSpreneurs or just getting started, this is what you can look forward to winning on stage. And the co-founders will be presenting that to you when you get up there.
And we do have a new one. We do
That's
have a
right.
new one out this year. It's our platinum level. So more details will be coming out on this. Once again, if you're interested in, if you're in SaaS mode and you want to be considered for an award, we will be evaluating those as we get closer to Summit. So, but just know there will be another award this year called the Platinum Level Award. So be on the lookout for more details on that as we get closer.
Nice. And then the third award is the Supercharged SaaS program. So this is, again, going back to the affiliate side of the house. And this is the dream electric car, right? And so I think we've given away 11 to date, and maybe 12, because I think someone else just hit the threshold. But basically, you hit a certain level in the affiliate program, and you literally get to go pick out any electric car that you want. So we have given away Teslas, we have given away Rivians, and we even gave away the world famous golf cart to Mr. Rob Bailey because he wanted a golf cart for his beach house that he purchased from the HighLevel affiliate program. And so literally whatever you want, as long as it's electric, we'll make it happen for you once you hit that threshold. And so this is the award where we celebrate the folks who have won those cars. Next up, we've just got some cool photos from the award ceremony. So again, it's a really special moment. You're up on stage in front of the whole community with the co-founders, getting some professional photos taken with your award. So we look forward to seeing all the winners up there. Next up is we want to point out that we will, of course, have our open office hours. This is super cool because you actually get to sit down with members from our technical side of the team. So literally bring your laptop, crack it open. If you've got something you're stuck with, the team is there to help you through it. And Wesley, I'm super excited because this year we're actually going to have some members of the dev team in the house as well, right?
Oh yeah, and actually, even at our mastermind, this was a big hit. So it is, it's kind of as I mentioned before about the opportunity to talk to exhibitors. This is along that same line where you can sit face to face with someone from the technical team, open up your laptop, and say, "Here's what I'm doing. Here's what I'm trying to do. Is this the right way to do it? Is there an easier way to do it?" Mm-hmm. So it's just an excellent opportunity to sit down with either maybe it's a dev person or someone from the technical support side, and have them look at and walk through what you're trying to accomplish. So it's a special opportunity to be able to do that. So we're really excited to have this back again this year.
For sure. And I'm so pumped this year that some of the dev team is going to make their way over, as well as the product team. So you'll literally be able to meet and hang out with some of the folks who have written the code and who manage the products and the features that you use and love. So it's going to be fun. Definitely swing by the open office hours. If not, if you don't have an issue, great. Just swing by to say hi and meet the team. All right, next up, we were coming up on an hour already. Let's talk about some of the parties, right? So, obviously we're there to learn, we're there to network, but we also are there to have a good time. And the parties have been incredible. Again, I think the Statler plays a big part of this. The venue is so cool. We get to party in a bunch of different areas of the hotel, including the neon night, which we can again check out some of the fun images here. It's literally everything is glowing, dancing robots. We've got like neon Hiley. I saw a new neon Hiley for this year's party that I can't wait to see up on the screen. And so they're really going to be there he is, neon DJ Hiley, who's going to be holding it down for the neon party night. And then again, we're going to be having a very special event this year.
And there are some clues in this in this image. So it'll be interesting if you at the event, if you keep this image here, this slide, you'll be able to say, "Oh, okay, I see how these dots are all connected." But this is going to be an unmatched event. I am really, really excited about it. It is. I hate to use the word epic because that's such an overused term, but truly, this is going
to be epic. It's going to be epic. All right, so let's talk tickets. We've got two tiers, the all access and the VIP. So here's just a breakdown of the difference. So the all access is basically the standard ticket. The VIP gets you into some special areas. You get meals, you get the open bars, you get VIP seating in the events. They're almost gone. That's not like a marketing ploy. They are almost gone. They'll probably pull the trigger, because I can't tell you how many people I saw at last year's event going, "Man, why didn't I get the VIP?" So, if you're on the fence, pull the trigger. The QR code's in the corner there. But again, the whole thing's going to sell out. So don't wait on the all access either. And again, final warning, the hotel rooms will definitely sell out before the tickets sell out.
And you need your code from your ticket for the hotel room. So make sure you get your ticket so that you can be within the block that we have reserved.
We did say open bar for VIP. You read that right. How many VIP tickets are there? I don't know. Wesley, do you know that number off the top of your head?
There's only a few hundred, and most of them are already sold. And that includes ones being distributed as well to, our speakers and so forth. So there's not a significant number, because if you're in a bar area or you're in a networking area, there is capacity constraints. So
Yeah.
Chase's point, it's not marketing spin or anything like that. It is truly capacity driven.
Yep. Cool. So leaving that up there for another couple of seconds. Again, you can go to summit.gohighlevel.com. You can scan the QR code either way, and you can pick up your ticket. Space is limited. Yes, like the physical space. Like the bar is very, very cool, but it doesn't hold a ton of people. So
it doesn't hold 800 people.
It does not hold 800 people, no. And nor does the rooftop, I don't think.
Right. No.
Cool. So get your tickets. We are about to hit the hour, so I want to keep on cruising here. We've got just another fun highlight video.
We still need to do our giveaway. We still need to give our giveaway away.
Yes.
So.
We're going to get to the giveaway in just a minute.
And
let's check out this
present. No, I guess we'll just reach out to you. That's fine.
All right. So here's some more highlights from last year.
I think what you'll see is it needs to be educational. It needs to impact the business, but also we need to make sure it's something that's fun and enjoyable for everybody. And I think we do a really good job trying to create that environment for everybody. So hopefully you'll see that we want the fun and the excitement and the energy. At the same time, if you look at the speakers, they're all, like I mentioned before, they've done it. They're doing it. So we want to make sure you leave with tips and tools and resources that you can implement right away in your business. So super pumped, super excited.
And you saw the robots, right? Like,
oh yeah,
they're like 10 feet tall. Super cool. Hanging out with 10 feet tall, glowing neon robots. Okay, cool. So we have reached the moment of truth where we are going to figure out who wins these 2 tickets. So I've got the list here from the team. I'm just going to copy it really quick.
We're going to do 2 winners, right? So each one's for an all access pass ticket. So we'll spin, we'll pick the first winner, then we'll spin, pick the second winner, and then we'll follow up with you guys to make sure you get your all access pass ticket. And then on Monday, we'll look at anybody who has purchased a ticket from now and Monday. We'll pick from those 3 winners for swag at the event. So we'll do that additional drawing on Monday for anyone who has purchased a ticket between now and Monday for the swag. So these spins right here, right now, are for the tickets, all access pass tickets. So I'm pretty excited what we got here. So,
all right, are we ready to spin the wheel? Here we go.
First winner.
Winner number 1 coming in hot. Let's see. The names are so small.
Drum roll. It'll pop on the screen.
Michael, congratulations. You just won yourself an all access pass to the 2023 Level Up Summit. All right, we've got one more winner. Let's find out who it's going to be.
And we'll reach out to you after this.
We need there's probably a drum roll noise thing in here.
Everybody do a drum roll at your desk.
Pat, congratulations, Pat. You are the second winner of an all access ticket to this year's Level Up Summit. And like Wesley said, I think our last, let me grab my screen share again here. Our last note is that we will announce more winners of the swag bucks on Monday. So stay tuned for that. And we'll leave it here. This is our final slide. So again, we hope that you guys are as excited as we are. If you don't have your tickets yet, please get them. I hate to see people regret not making the decision fast enough because, again, it does sell out and it will be sold out pretty soon. Thank you so much for hanging out with us on behalf of the whole team. These events are a ton of work and our team does an incredible job on them. And so we really can't wait to see you all there in Dallas. Get to hang out. We get to party. We get to eat. We get to learn. And most importantly, we get to know each other. So Wesley, any final thoughts?
No, excited to see everybody there in October, and we'll look for some follow-up. We'll send out a replay for this, and then we'll make sure we communicate with everybody on Monday for the swag winners at the event. So excited to see everybody there.
Thanks for hanging out, everyone. See you soon.